Hello and welcome to my most basic video yet. On Saturday morning of the 22nd, I said I'd have created some kind of piece of music and I would release it in some form by Monday the 24th. It now is Monday. Excuse me, I've completed the track. It's not necessarily the most kind of fleshed out piece of music or sound, but it exists and I did get it done, so proof in the notion that this idea of talking to YouTube, setting myself a deadline and saying this will actually be a completed thing by a certain date has forced my hand in some way to finish something, or at least to call something finished, regardless of whether it could be worked on further or improved or ditched completely because it's not good enough. It's just now there, it exists, and it is a finished thing. I'm going to try and put a link to it into this YouTube video, but I've not tried that before, so I don't know if that will actually occur, but somehow I'll figure out how to link this via this YouTube channel and get to the Bandcamp for the 5 minutes of audio. I've actually made a rambling video on the PC about it, but it turns out that my PC is not letting me upload this rambling video onto YouTube for some reason. So to get around that particular frustration, that's what this little video is here, really more as a record of the completion of the thing that I said I would complete. But if I can get the other video to upload, then I'll certainly, it may be of interest if anybody is watching this out of interest. So essentially what I've done is take these bits of audio that I got by recording onto a crap cassette player. I've used Audacity, free software, to manually edit little start and end points of this thing and take little sections to use as percussive sounds, and then I've loaded those into an SFZ format sampler, which is a text file based sample format, or a sampler format, a way of organizing your samples so they can be played back. I believe that has free players for it, but I'm using Max MSP in my track, and I'm actually not really using any of the features of Max MSP. So there's an object in Max which is called SFizz, which allows you to load up SFZ files and play them back via MIDI. And that's really kind of all I'm using Max for, is for the SFizz object. But I believe I believe I could have created this thing without any use of Max MSP, because I think there's free players for SFZ files. So as long as you can create this text file, you can play back samples via MIDI. And then the means to sequence that I've used for the track is the Orca sequencer, which is a kind of little, it looks like a little DOS screen, and you type in individual letters which stand for functions, and they do various things with timing and note selection. and you basically run that, send MIDI to your SFZ file, and hey presto, you've got a composition. I've used the Orca sequencer for what I've done because it's something I wanted to do going forward. It's not a kind of prescribed sequence of events the way I'm doing it, and I don't think probably it is generally with Orca sequencer, because it offers so much functionality for auto-generating rhythms and so on. So I've tried to use Orca to kind of take out the sequencing aspect, make it say an algorithm, but make it a computer-based process that's generating the actual piece without me setting up something preordained. In fact, even with the Orca sequence, I've deliberately avoided a situation where I kind of put in notes or rhythmic events myself. I've got, basically a random looping MIDI sequence that updates as it goes and alters itself. So anyway, that's what it is. The track itself, therefore, is kind of like kind of free-form, abstract, arrhythmic, atonal, I don't know. It's somewhere between music and sound art, is the kind of domain it's trying to find its way into. So, it's a beginning, and I'm happy to have put something there that exists, and it's out there in the world and is a starting point. I don't think if I hadn't have set myself objectives and said to YouTube I'm going to complete it, that it would have existed. And it's pretty much what I say in the other video that I can't get to upload through YouTube at the moment. But the other video, if I get it going, does actually show some of the stuff in the software working, and it gives a kind of a brief overview of it. So yeah, that's that. So I'll have a look down below. Is that how it works? For the link to the track, the piece of sound art, and yeah, enjoy it or don't. But anyway, there it is. Thank you. Bye.